So this 2016 Road Glide Special has been a 103, converted to a 110, then a 124, then a 131, and back to a 124. I won't get into all the details of some of those ups and downs, but let's just say that there's some schmucks out there that you have to really be aware of the machine work. I do all the assembly myself, but now that I'm sticking with the Dark Horse Crankworks and Zippers for some of their machining, things have been going great. You can see the wheels. I've got a set of carbon fiber BSTs here. There was a Kraus axle lock back there as well. I did some transmission work there on the case. And heads, R&R cycles, stage 5. I won't get into the real details of all the internals. I'll just mention the things we can see. The front wheel, really great light, very nimble, great cornering. Maneuverability is fantastic. The Golfer rotors work really well too. You can see that I have some flush mount axles there. That's from Green Brothers Design, one of my favorite companies out there. Check them out. So the rotors have been great. Some powder coating there up front. The rear, same thing, Golfers in the rear. I'm running the Alloy Art Cush Drive in the rear. I recommend it for anyone who's putting a lot of power to the rear wheel. You can see the green kind of creeping through on the left there. That's the Alloy Art. The pipe itself is a D&D Borzilla 2-in-1. It's a 3-step system, ceramic coated inside and out. It's been a real incredible pipe. The finish is very durable. The baffle here is 2.5 wrapped. I wanted to keep the sharpness of the tone down a little bit, but it's very throaty. Just incredible power on the dyno, and I recommend it to anyone pushing the envelope on their twin cam builds. The Borzilla is just straight up nasty sounding. It's kind of known for that in the industry, and you just can't go wrong. I'll burn in a little sound clip of a nice warm idle for you guys. Typically approach stoplights, just in case any yahoos get any stupid ideas. Then after paying $2 for a 20-cent O-ring, I like to give my thanks to a dealership like this. This bike down, I'm using the lug jugs on the heads here. I think these are the minis. They work really well. I keep them on pretty much all the time. It's tied into the battery. Really nice setup from these guys. The clutch I'm running here is the Evolution full race clutch. It's been incredible. The Green Brothers Design there again on the shift linkage and some thrash and foot stuff. The Jag 10-row oil cooler once again. So I went with the Legends Revo A's again on the rear. For the axle, I did the Kraus Vector axle lock. It works really well. I horse around a lot on this bike, so it needed to stay more stable. I'm very happy with it so far. I do a lot of breathing externally on this bike. The R&R Cycles AC unit with the external breathers there for the heads and also the oil tank. I use both of these. On the right, there's the fueling vented dipstick, and on the left is the A1 Cycles. I use them both off and on. The transmission, I went with some Baker products. I used the trapdoor, their heavier gear, and their shift drum. Everything's working flawlessly with that. I'm really impressed with the thrash and floorboards. I mean, you can see at the left side near the heel, there's a little lip addition a little extender that's about 5 degrees elevated. It helps your foot not slide. The whole thing, the brake lever, the pedal, everything is much better than I expected. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I'm happy with this product, big time. Seat again is the Corbin. The wall is this version, and I run them on a lot of bikes, and I have a couple of different versions with different covers on this bike. It's got the higher lumbar support, so it's more of like a solo seat, really. But I can't say enough about Corbin. Everything's customizable on their site. Every stitch, every panel, whatever you want to do, you can customize it. So top-notch stuff from the boys over there at Corbin. The bars are the famous factory 47 14-inch. Very comfortable, love those. The mirrors and grips are Harley, but I can never remember the names of them. Clockworks windshield, and I've got LEDs all the way around on this. Nothing fancy, standard stuff. So there it is, my 124 Road Glide. I have to say this bike did great. The dyno broke 150 on the torque and mid 140s on the horse. It's a very aggressive build. The cam I use, I'll just keep that disclosed. But you know, any M8 guys out there, you won't stand a chance here if you have similar cubic inches, because these twin cams, if built right like this, they're just so abrupt and neck snapping that the power comes on much harsher. It's a very violent machine, and most people can't handle it. I wouldn't give it to my brother with 30 years experience riding. So anyone who runs into me anywhere out there, feel free to give me a nod, and I'll put you to sleep.